Tea Party members, independents, Republicans, conservative Democrats ought to be proud of Texas. The work that Governor Perry, myself, the Speaker, the legislature have done as a shining example of limited government, low taxes, and economic growth. I'm proud of the role I've been able to play working with Governor Perry and the Speaker and our fine colleagues in the Senate and the House when we cut the size of government in 2003. And we cut government again in 2010. We'll cut it again in 2011. And working together, we've held the line on spending over the last 8 years. In Texas, we're never going to concede freedom to Washington. Because we believe that government exists to empower people, not to rule over people. Like many of you, I've had the chance over the years to study the Constitution, and I've got a profound respect for its enduring wisdom. You know, as amazing as our Constitution is for what it does, it's amazing for what it doesn't do. It does not make Washington all-powerful. Think about it for a second. Our founding fathers had the chance to centralize power in a government that they themselves would run, yet they chose to give it away. They gave power to the people in our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, in the 10th Amendment, in peacetime on purpose. Theirs was an act of courage that's rare in the annals of history. Our founding fathers knew that absolute power in the hands of a few meant lost liberty for the many. The same is true today. The only thing as outrageous as the amount of money that Washington is borrowing from foreign nations is the amount of money they're withholding from states who don't go along with their edicts. Washington has been running roughshod over our sovereignty. The examples get more and more outrageous. Offshore drilling ban, misguided congressmen who are blocking almost $1 billion of your money going to deserving school children. Nuts. The EPA taking over 167 clean air permits. Cap and trade, which they're trying to pass through regulation, cost you increased taxes. And Obamacare, the largest expansion of government in a generation. What the Obama administration hadn't been able to pass, they're trying to pass through regulation. Unfortunately, Texas has been forced to its last option, and thank you, our Attorney General. Our last option, litigation. And while Washington is intruding on all the rights of the states, they have yet to meet their most basic constitutional obligation to secure our borders. Today, our borders are under siege by gangs and cartels and traffic in drugs and weapons and human beings. Border security is a federal job, but we, the states, have to pay the price. That's why here in Texas, we spent over $250 million of your tax money over the last 4 years, putting state troopers and helicopters and local law enforcement on the border. And you know what we found? Empirically, manpower is the key to securing our border. Every time we do surge operations, massing personnel on our southern border, nothing moves. Not even jackrabbits. Nothing moves. Therefore, my friends, Today, I'm calling on the federal government to triple the number of Border Patrol agents on our borders. And if that doesn't secure our borders, then I'll demand more people to be on our borders. Until we've got enough people on our border to secure our border, to seal it, to control it, and to enforce it. My priorities this session, ladies and gentlemen, members, I think are clear. In addition to securing our borders, we're going to pass legislation to encourage more job growth in this state. We're leading the nation, but we've got a lot of people that are voting with their feet and coming here. This is the land of opportunity for them. I want to protect the integrity of our elections, and we'll again pass voter ID out of the Senate. Our public education, our higher education is the key to the door for success for every deserving child. We'll continue to improve our public schools and work with our fine universities to make them even better, because a quality education gives every child a chance to realize their dreams. We'll continue to build world-class transportation systems, because quality roads without congestion are the economic arteries of our future prosperity. We'll make health care more accessible and more affordable, with better medical outcomes at a lower cost, by passing reforms that will lead the nation, because Texans deserve better health care, not more bureaucracy. And we'll achieve all these goals, and did I mention, we'll balance our budget without raising taxes. Because I want, and I believe you want, a budget that grows our Texas economy and not the Texas government. Now, can we accomplish all these things? You bet. 8 years ago, my friend, your friend, Dr. Ed Young, at our inaugural prayer service, joked that Texans are sometimes accused of having an accent. Can you believe that? That causes us to mispronounce words. You remember what you said, Dr. Young? Causes us to mispronounce words. For instance, we in Texas pronounce the word C-R-I-S-I-S. C-R-I-S-I-S as opportunity. You know, people talk about the miracle of the Texas growth and growth in jobs and growth in the state. I'll let you in on a secret. Our economic ascent hadn't been a miracle. It's a result of a lot of hard work, the result of bedrock conservative principles, limited government, low taxes, creating a level playing field that's predictable and dependable, and that's why people invest. For years, the Texas landscape has bloomed with opportunity. One of the many things I love about Texas, and which I personally experienced, is that the Texas that we love is a place where any day, anyone from any background can climb heights as improbable as they are breathtaking. We are Texans, and we can do anything we set our minds to do.